What is a full pack today? This is not a spoiler review. I will not be doing a spoiler review for Wednesday season 2 probably until the official series comes out. And then even then it'll probably be like a month or a week after the series is wrapped up, but we got a lot to talk about. So, Wednesday season 2. Loved it. I love this is part 1, by the way. Part 2 comes out in September 3rd. So, just a warning. It'll be in the title. So, yeah. Also, my ear hurts, so if I take a pause for a minute in the video, that's why. Anyway, so I'm not going to be spoiling anything like I usually do, not doing a breakdown of every episode in this season like I usually do, but let's just say the story I liked. There's two separate storylines that kind of mix together. Like there's one storyline that merges onto another storyline. Think of it like a branch on a tree. There's one branch, and then it connects to another branch going into the main storyline. And I like that. I like that it was like a slow transition. Like, oh, we think we found the bad guy, but really we didn't. I they did that in the first season, but it wasn't as like different because these storylines are so vastly different that I thought it was cool that they did this. Not going to reveal the storylines, but just so you know, there's two different plots. There's plot 1A and plot 2A. Because there's another plot which also is connecting to the main plot. It'll be probably revealed in B why the B plot is connected to the A plot, because Netflix is really good at doing that for the most part. They really do that good with Stranger Things. Yeah, I really liked the storyline. The mystery reveals of the characters kind of were boring. Not gonna lie, I'll leave it at that. It was boring. It's nothing substantial. Ooh, should I give a little bit of a spoiler to who shows up in the series? I mean, everybody already knows that Pugsley shows up in the show. He's a part of. He's a part of Nevermore now. They also have a new president. I did that as a kid too. I used to call the principal our president, and just I keep messing that up. But there's a new principal because obviously, was it Principal Blackwell? Something, but yeah. So here's the plot without spoiling any massive reveals. So there's a murder of crows murdering people. Ha ha. But yeah, that's essentially the plot. And Wednesday has to figure out what's going on with these crows, everything. I really like this. I really like that plot. Again, the plot is where the highlight is. Let's get on to the characters, because a lot of the characters were likable. A lot of the characters remained the same. Right now, my favorite is still Enid, but Pugsley is a close second. For the first season, it was Enid and Wednesday as my two favorites. But this time, it's Enid and Pugsley. They don't interact like at all. Just those are my two favorites because it's almost like they erased season one from uh, Wednesday's memory, which they actually do call that out. I can't get into that either. I can't get into them calling that out because then it gets into what happens. That gets into the spoiler territory. But yeah, Wednesday remained the same. She remained her cold, cruel self, which we all loved. I like that. It's the factor that she treats Enid almost the same as she did in season one. So it's like what I was expecting, which expectation is the death of humanity. I know, trust me. But my expectation was that Wednesday would be cold and cruel to everybody else, but have a warm spot for Enid. But it's just kind of. I mean, in the first episode, were they were showing that Wednesday has a soft spot for Enid, and then just it automatically, like that, it switches to her being her usual self, which I don't mind because we have to stay consistent with the character. But I don't know, man. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy that they're sticking to Wednesday being Wednesday. Um, I especially love that there's no like boyfriend B plot where there's Wednesday is in this weird harem. Hate that. I hate that was the original plan for Wednesday. Who approved that? Out of all the Addams family, Wednesday should not be in a relationship. Pugsley, I could see. There's also. Do I get into that? Do I get into Uncle Fester? No, I have to. You guys have to say it because that's also one of my favorite B plots. Yeah, yeah. So let's get into Pugsley. I loved Pugsley. I thought that he was going to be the most annoying character. He would just be a Patrick Star, but he's not. He's actually somewhat intelligent, but dumb at the same time, and I love that, dude. They actually give him something, which I'm going to be honest, I thought he would be a lot more of a player in the main story, but his B plot will probably rope around to the main plot. But yeah, I had so many good laughs with Pugsley, dude. Pugsley is just comedic relief, and I feel like this show needs that. Morticia. It's weird because Morticia, I'm confused about the Addams family because it's like Morticia or the entire Addams family love torture and love death and they love hurting each other. Yet Morticia is somewhat normal. But her and Wednesday do have a squabble, and it is a part of the main plot. Fucking Mortimer. Can I just say, Mortimer is a fucking diva. He is the most diva-licious dad ever. And I'm here for it, dude. I love that they made him a diva-like character. Fucking singing in the shower, just like being proud of his kids and just like he's he's just he's another comedic relief. I love what they did with the character. I love that the parents aren't a big part of the story as much as you'd think an Addams Family would be, because it's a Wednesday show. It's a show about Wednesday. It's not a show about the Addams Family. If they wanted to do that, probably would have died off. Because let's be honest, people only love the original Addams Family. I'm saying a lot, sorry. And the final character that we're going to be talking about, Enid. Y'all know Enid. Enid's my favorite character to ever be on this show. Y'all know why. I will have to say though, they did butcher her character a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm gonna get into it. Should I? It's not exactly something you really care about, but let's just say she kind of cheats. She cheats on Ajax. She cheats on Ajax, and I mean, they're technically broken up, but Ajax doesn't know they're broken up, so it's technically still cheating. Yeah. Which, that kind of knocked her down a couple points, but she's still my favorite. And the ending will leave you either in tears or just shocked, dude. But yeah, that was my spoiler-free review. I think this is the first spoiler-free review I've done ever, because it's really hard to give details without giving details. But let me know how I did. So, yeah, that's about it. I have a theory that it already happened, so I'm not gonna spoil it. Yeah, let's not spoil it. Anyway, make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, I stayed up late for this show.